When people think of Indian roads, they usually imagine packed traffic, honking horns, and endless rickshaws, but hidden in plain sight is a world that feels straight out of a Fast and Furious movie. We're talking about real supercars. Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens, not just sitting in garages, but out there on the streets, turning heads and making noise. Whether it's a midnight tunnel run or a full-blown exotic car rally, India's supercar scene is growing bigger, louder, and faster. And trust me, you're going to want to see how wild things have actually gotten. Lamborghini Gallardo, the OG head-turner. Before Indian roads got flooded with hurricanes and Aventadors, the Lamborghini Gallardo was the car that truly started it all. It was among the first Lambos to hit Indian streets in noticeable numbers. With its aggressive design and that classic V10 roar, the Gallardo quickly became the dream car for many young enthusiasts. The Gallardo was one of the earliest models brought into India by supercar owners in cities like Mumbai and Delhi. Car spotting pages blew up with videos of yellow and orange Gallardos weaving through early morning traffic, and because the car was relatively compact compared to later models, it handled India's less than perfect roads a little better, though speed bumps were still a nightmare. What made the Gallardo stand out wasn't just its looks or sound, but how it marked the beginning of India's open supercar culture. It was no longer just about parking a car in the garage, it was about showing it off, revving it, and letting the city hear it scream. Audi R8, Bollywood's favourite supercar. If there's one supercar that became a Bollywood favourite, it's the Audi R8. Known for its sleek lines and that thunderous V10 engine, borrowed from the Gallardo, the R8 found fans in celebrities like Virat Kohli, John Abraham, and even cricketer Yuvraj Singh. The R8 was more livable compared to other exotics. It had just enough ground clearance, a comfortable cabin, and a smooth gearbox, all important when you're dealing with traffic jams and potholes. But once the road opened up, it transformed into a monster. The V10 Plus version especially could outrun most things you'd see on Indian roads. What really made the R8 iconic was its presence in car meets and night drives. It was fast, loud, and stylish without being too flashy, and every time someone did a tunnel pull with that engine echoing behind, it gave off serious movie vibes. Porsche 911 Turbo S, the silent assassin. Not every supercar has to be loud and wild. The Porsche 911 Turbo S is proof of that. This car isn't just about drama, it's about speed, precision, and technology. In India, it became the go-to choice for people who wanted a daily drivable supercar that could also dominate on the track. What makes the 911 Turbo S so special is how balanced it is. All-wheel drive, launch control, active suspension. Everything works together to make this car unbelievably fast. We're talking 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 3 seconds, which makes it one of the quickest cars on Indian roads. You'll often spot these cars on early morning track days at places like the Bud International Circuit, or blasting down the expressway between Pune and Mumbai. It's not the loudest car in the bunch, but it's often the fastest. 7. McLaren 720S. The future arrives. The McLaren 720S changed everything when it arrived in India. It looked like a spaceship and performed like one too. With a twin-turbo V8 and advanced aerodynamics, this car didn't just look fast, it was ridiculously fast. In fact, it could out-accelerate many bikes on the road. Owners in cities like Bangalore and Hyderabad started organising supercar drives where the McLaren would usually steal the show. Its butterfly doors, sleek design, and futuristic dashboard made it feel like something from another planet. One of the most viral clips online shows a 720S launching off a signal in Mumbai, pulling ahead of everything else like it was in a drag race. That's the kind of energy this car brings. Futuristic, bold, and blisteringly quick. 6. Ferrari 488 GTB, the drama machine. When a Ferrari hits the street, people stop and stare. And when it's a 488 GTB, the sound alone is enough to grab everyone's attention. With its twin-turbocharged V8 and signature red paint, the 488 GTB is one of the most iconic Ferraris seen in India over the past few years. The 488 isn't just about looks, it's a performance beast. Many owners take them out during exotic car drives, through the Western Ghats or Rajasthan highways. Despite the occasional scrape on a speed bump, the 488 holds its own and delivers an unforgettable driving experience. One popular moment was when a convoy of Ferraris, including multiple 488 GTBs, made their way through Delhi for a supercar rally. The entire city practically turned into a red carpet for these machines. And with that sharp exhaust crackle, the 488 doesn't just move fast, it makes an entrance. 5. Nissan GTR, the Godzilla of Indian streets. The Nissan GTR isn't a traditional exotic car, but in India it became an icon for all the right reasons. With all-wheel drive, massive power, and a legendary name, the GTR could destroy almost anything in a straight line. Nicknamed Godzilla for its size and strength, the GTR made a huge impact in the Indian tuning and car enthusiast scene. Owners loved modifying them with performance parts, upgraded exhausts, and wide-body kits. It wasn't just about speed, it was about sane single. From the 728, the cars usually released 5th. People respected it not just for its numbers, but for how it handled India's roads like a proper beast.
And it's easy to see why. Aggressive styling, brutal exhaust sound, and that famous naturally aspirated V10. What makes the Huracan so attractive is its balance of usability and performance. It's quicker and more advanced than the Gallardo, but still carries that unmistakable Lamborghini presence. You can spot these in Gurgani, Chennai, and even Chandigarh, often customized with flashy wraps or aftermarket wheels. There are videos of Huracans roaring through mountain passes in Himachal and racing with sport bikes in Goa. It's not just about having a supercar, it's about making a scene. And nobody does it better than the Huracan. 3. RollsRoyce Wraith Black Badge. Supercar in a suit. Now, this might surprise some people, but yes, the RollsRoyce Wraith Black Badge is often seen alongside Lamborghinis and Ferraris in Indian supercar circles. And while it's not a traditional speed demon, the Wraith's massive V12 engine and luxury on wheels attitude make it just as powerful in its own way. This is the kind of car you take when you want to arrive somewhere and be remembered. It's big, it's bold, and it's built to impress. The Black Badge version is sportier, more aggressive, and made for people who want something a little more edgy. It's not just a car, it's a statement. 2. Aston Martin Vantage, the stylish undercover star. The Aston Martin Vantage doesn't get as much attention as the louder, more aggressive cars, but it's one of the most elegant and classy supercars on Indian roads. With its clean design, powerful V8 engine, and that signature Aston front grille, it's a car that quietly impresses. What's cool about the Vantage is that it doesn't shout for attention. It earns it. You'll see these in coastal cities like Kochi or along the highways near Pune. Owners of Aston Martins tend to be more reserved, but don't let that fool you. The Vantage is quick and responsive, and it handles corners like a dream. Whether it's parked at a 5-star hotel or doing triple-digit speeds on an open highway, the Vantage brings an old-school charm with modern power. 1. Bugatti Veyron, the ultimate showstopper. And finally, we reach the top, the one car that truly breaks the internet every time it's seen in India. The Bugatti Veyron. Yes, it exists in India. But when they come out, it's pure madness. The Veyron isn't just fast, it's legendary. With over 1,000 horsepower and a top speed that can embarrass fighter jets, this car isn't made for regular roads. Yet somehow Indian owners have managed to show them off at private tracks, exclusive events, and even the occasional city drive. India's supercar scene is no joke anymore. It's loud, fast, colourful, and growing faster than ever. From Lamborghinis tearing up in the year season Astandi, and none of these tunes to the supercar. If you loved this look into India's wildest supercars, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your fellow car lovers, and subscribe for more action-packed content. We've got plenty more to show you. Catch you in the next one.